British government, man. Once again, I just want to state that leading up to World War II, it's the black community that, in calling for freedom and calling for political rights, the Bermuda Recorder, as a voice of the black community, these are Bermuda's loudest voices against Germany. It's the black community. It isn't the Bermuda white elite. It's frankly just the opposite. Bermuda's elite is continuing to make these alliances, overtures, to white conservatism. But that's also part of Bermuda's history. This is one of the reasons why Eva Hudson labeled Bermuda as of Africa, of the Caribbean. But it's just ironic that in the moment of World War II, then it's black Bermudians who are being asked, are they on the side of truth and rights and freedom, when it probably should have been, quite frankly, Bermuda's white oligarchy that's being asked those questions. But this is the context for that. And I also would like to just point out that once again, Bermuda was defined as a gift in the agreement because there aren't any warships exchanged.
Yeah, and that's what I wanted to come to, was the gift part. There were no warships exchanged, so there was no compensation to the British government, correct? Is there any evidence that there was any, you mentioned on one earlier, you mentioned that there had been discussion about $10 million and then $2.5 million annually for the sort of Warwick, that area.
Right.
Was there anything to suggest that the British government or the Bermuda government put a value on St. David's in the same way and asked for compensation?
That's a great question. I haven't seen that at all. I didn't see that. And this goes back to the first question, which was a really great question about the documents. One of the reasons why I remain confident in the documents is that I was able to find, through Carla Ingerman at the archives, some U.S. military documents in the Bermuda archives, particularly some reports prepared by Greenslade's team. But I haven't seen any reference to an amount on St. David's at all in the U.S. military documents, Bermuda documents. Maybe there's something in the British archives. I doubt it. I think it would have been stated because, I was cross-referencing these sources. So some of the conversations are showing up in documents in Bermuda, that in the U.S. military documents, including that amount. So it seems like that discussion of that 2.5 million drops off the table when St. David's is picked. I don't see any reference to that, nor do I see a reference anymore to the notion of opening up immigration restrictions to black Bermudians to travel to the United States. That also seems to not be part of the discussion.
And sorry, go ahead.
But that's it. Sorry.
Okay. This announcement or agreement that's set out in these pages in 1940 to give these land for bases to the U.S. I am assuming came well before the military came to the U.S. to select an area. Is that right? Select a location?
Not well before at all.
Okay.
The agreement. There are rumors and discussions of these possible arrangements that have taken place, but the actual agreement, I want to say it's formally stated in late August. Greenslade is in Bermuda September the 2nd. The Bermuda Committee is formed on September the 5th, or at least the first week of September. The so-called Bermuda Committee is formed on September the 2nd. So it happens pretty quickly.
All right. I think that
agreement.
Sorry.
Once the official agreement, but the governor knows it's coming. He knows it's coming and his team knows it's coming months before. So it's no surprise to the governor, bro.
I think we're going to have to leave it there for the day. I think that was the time that Madam Commissioner indicated, Ms. Justice indicated that we should shut down for today.
Very well, as I indicated earlier, Dr. Swan and everyone, that we were stopping today at 3 o'clock, and so I'll see everyone at 10 in the morning. And Dr. Swan, see you at 10 a.m. in the morning. Are you going to be much longer, Madame? I'm not putting any pressure, just to give an indication.
To be fair, I want to go back and review probably not all of the morning.
Probably not.
Not all of the morning. Oh, sorry. Probably not all of the morning, but certainly I will have some substantial questions yet to ask.
So, Dr. Swan, it seems, can't see you, but it seems as if we're going to be occupying your time in the morning, because once council ceases our questioning, commissioners will ask you their questions, and then we will conclude the proceedings for the morning. But we have some other witnesses for the afternoon. So thank you very much, and look forward to seeing you in the morning.